Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'd like to show you some things I work on in my free time when I'm not doing... How long's it been? 2 months? 3 months? Wow. Well, first up, let's see Blender. For those who don't know, Blender's an open source, free software that allows you to animate, 3D model, and a lot more, but this isn't a sponsorship, so I'll tell you about what I like to do. I like to animate 3D objects sometimes, and while I'm not the best, it's great for learning. First up is my first ever fluid sim. It's not pretty. It's not even near that. I'm not even quite sure what I was thinking, but it's my first fluid sim, and I didn't really like it, so it was my only one. Next is just pretty generic, like, oh, look at this. It's a ball rolling up and down a slope. But I was learning how to use rigid body and keyframing, so that was something. Then, oh yeah, I was testing the bounciness of objects, and as you can see, got a bit, not crazy per se, but a bit crazy. And watch this, and it freezes. Still couldn't figure out how to change rigid body settings. This is not an animation, it's an image. It's a first and only geometry node. I think I followed a tutorial. Probably followed a tutorial. Um, oh yeah, or I made a couple versions of this one. This is the old one. Here's it. I just colored it. This is, we learned how to loop animation, which is something. Yep, it loops. Would you look at that? Um, yeah. I tried to loop another one later. Yeah, it was this one, but I forgot the shadow, and rather I forgot about the shadow. You'll see. Yep, and it just appears out of thin air. Um, oh yes, I like this one. And watch this. Oh, this one is really old. You don't you don't see this. It doesn't exist. uh, one of my I think this is yeah one of my first ever rigid body. You can see the physics are a bit wonky. It looks like it's sliding on ice, and it auto snaps to the grid. But let's start. Um, I've also recently learned how to use cloth, which is very interesting. So let's just get this up right here, and boom, got it all figured out. Just gonna quickly hit shade smooth, and boom, perfect. That's just something I like doing in my free time. But moving on from Blender, I've also done a thing. You see, this is a Google Slides flipbook, and yes, that's as crazy as it sounds. Every single frame I've have to animate by hand, and then you go into present mode and hold the spacebar. In this first one alone, there's almost 2,000 slides, and it got way too laggy to keep working on, so that's why I moved on to the second one. Speaking of, actually, I'm going to release footage of me just going through them, or one of them at a time, I'll release footage of me going through one of them at a time very soon, if not today. So, that's it for today. So, and I hope to get this video out. See ya.